Hey guys, welcome to our 12th walkthrough. This time we're going to be taking a little break from Skyrim and playing a good old Legend of Zelda game. Look, I'm sorry that I haven't played much Legend of Zelda recently, okay? I mean, there's a lot of other games that I need to play too. Don't you give me that kind of look. I gotta take this from you. This time we're going to be playing one of my favorite games, Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. However, since I digitally downloaded it, I just want you to imagine it right here. See, look at it. It's already there. Okay. No more imagination. I'm gonna just lay down for a little bit. Majora's Mask starts at the end of Ocarina of Time, after Zelda sent you back in time to relive your lost years. During which, somehow, you and Zelda, despite the fact that, 1, she's a little girl, and 2, you're some ragamuffin from the forest who just stole all the spiritual stones. I mean, sure you got them legally, but you probably stole them. And somehow you're going to convince the king to stop Ganondorf, who is probably a loyal ally, or at least, a fellow noble, from going to the Temple of Sages, which is public property. And considering the fact that to get to the Master Sword, all you had to do was put spiritual stones there anyway, nothing's really going to stop him from just walking in over there. I mean, by the time you tell the king, he'd probably just go, "Oh wait, you're from the future? That means you're over here." And so there's nothing really going to stop that. I don't even know how that happened. But anyway, that whole problem is solved. I don't know what happened to Ganondorf, but he's not our deal anymore. Or maybe the reason we left Hyrule is because Ganondorf was going to do it anyway, and Zelda was essentially saying, hey, go back and live your lost years. But if that's true, then what's stopping Ganondorf from taking over more than Hyrule? What if he took over the entire world? I mean, he's got the Triforce. This was a bad deal. Did Zelda essentially just make us relive our childhood of Ganondorf's reign just so we can relive our past 7 years? She could have at least given me like a weapon of some sort instead of for some reason me going back in time and not having any other of my weapons, and we could kill Ganondorf to prevent that from happening. Just saying. She could have done that. But instead, did I forget to mention that Navi left us? Navi! Why Navi? Why did Navi? No, seriously, why did Navi leave us? I still don't know why. Can anyone help me out with that? I really don't know. I mean, she gave like no explanation, then was just like, see ya! And I'm sitting there going, ah! So, we decided to go search for Navi because she didn't really give a good explanation. I'm really confused here. Why would you do this? So we go off to search for Navi to figure out what her deal was, and the best place to do that is the Lost Woods. I mean, there's like fairies there, right? I mean, you got a little Kokiri with their fairies. I'm sure the Deku Sprout would know something about it. I mean, Navi was his servant, so shouldn't we check with him first? So I know the game says we're looking for an old friend, but considering Navi's little jingle went off, it's kind of a given that we're looking for him. Plus, I can't think of anyone else we were really looking for, so really, I'm just going to keep saying it's Navi. While looking in the Lost Woods, we discovered a Skull Child wearing a strange mask of 2 fairies. Those are the wrong colors. I don't need any of this. The Skull Kid then mugs us and steals our Ocarina of Time. You know, this little important thing of which there's only one of, and that can ultimately, like, save or destroy the entire world. This isn't the real thing. This is only a model. Mostly because he stole the real one. That stinking jerk! Granted, it's not like I can play this thing. I mean, he kind of can. You know, on second thought, he's actually just about as good as I am. He then runs off with our things and our horse and goes into a super secret psychedelic tunnel, which, considering it's Lost Woods, actually makes a bit of sense. Going down there, we then try to chase him down, and he turns us into a Deku Scrub. And considering now Deku Scrubs are pretty cool, I don't need to turn into one to learn that. I mean, talk about walking a mile in someone else's shoes, but wait, hold on. They're made of wood, or they're plants. Do I have to wear clogs? I don't want to wear clogs! After he does that, he then makes a run for it while we try to chase him down, but unfortunately we lose him. While trying to find him, we find the Happy Mask Salesman, who is totally the most completely trustworthy person in the world. I mean, he's a completely trustworthy guy. I mean, I have faith in him. It's totally cool. Just a little creepy and a little crazy. And aren't we all? He then explains that that mask worn by the Skull Kid is Majora's mask. While the mask itself isn't necessarily... While it isn't necessarily evil... Stop that. Okay, go away. In the middle of the video. While the mask itself isn't necessarily evil, it's known for being used in dark shadow magic and for putting hexes on people. And it turns out, for some unknown reason, the Skull Kid wants to destroy all of Termina with the moon. Yes. The whole thing. This isn't like the actual moon, it's like some comet thing. But it's obviously evil. I mean, it has a freaky look on its face after all. On the upside though, this process should take about 3 days, so we got some time. So it's our mission to hunt down the Skull Kid and get that mask back before the 3 days happen. Or else, pretty much everyone's going to die. Little bit of an issue. So we'll be styling these episodes just like Ocarina of Time. Fairly short but very mission orientated. We'll also be focusing on finishing all the side quests, getting all the masks, all the heart pieces, everything. We're going to 100% complete this game. Even though since it's the newer version, I am not entirely sure how it's going to be different. Should be mostly the same, right? However, I will say we're getting the bunny hood first. Hands down, it's like the best mask in the entire game. Why wouldn't you get it first? Other than that, we might as well just get at it. So, see you then.